Tell us the speciality of taxable.
As I have previewed earlier, taxable helps individuals to file their returns, which may include individuals and HUFs having salary income, house property income, income from capital gains, and other income from other sources, which also includes clubbing of incomes, deductions under section 80 and chapter 6A to follow, and then calculate the tax liability. At taxable, we have, as the government is now insisting on more of e-filing of returns, I have made this portal to help individuals to file their returns online in an easy and simplified way. They need to log into my portal with an email ID and a password. His account is created. He has to then submit the information about general information about his personal details, the contact details. I take him to then the sources of income, where he has to select his sources of income, as I have told you in the beginning. For salary income, he can feed in the data, keeping his Form 16 in front of him. I have replicated, I capture the data exactly based on the Form 16, standard Form 16 that is provided by the employer. You can just go and feed in the figures, and in house property you have to feed in about the details of the property owned, the rent income, and or the housing loan that he is paying. And in capital gains, he has to come and feed me about the details of any sale of capital assets and less the purchase cost. I do the indexing and all those computations at my end. And for other income, yes, he is again to feed in the details about the source of other income. Then I take in the page of computation of income, where I calculate everything and give him a total computation of income. Based on that, I give him his tax liabilities. He is also supposed to inform me about any TDS that is being deducted on account of Form 16 or Form 16A, which I give a credit to him. And based on that, I finally calculate his tax liability, whether it is a refund due to him or a liability to pay a tax. He proceeds to, if there is a liability to pay a tax, he proceeds to pay tax online, which I don't collect the money. I redirect him to a site where, to a government site and a CL site where he can log in and pay the taxes, come and enter the details about the taxes paid, and proceed to submit the returns. Submission of returns is now with the use of digital signature and without the use of digital signature. If the returns are filed without digital signatures, he has to take a printout of ITRB acknowledgement, sign it, and send it to Bangalore within 120 days at the CPC, at the processing cell, in a A4 size envelope without folding. And in case he has opted for a digital signature and submitted his returns signing digitally, the returns are treated as being filed. He need not send a copy to Bangalore CPC. This is how I assist them in filing the returns at taxable.
So in what days is this completed, the taxation?
No, he can within a matter of say about 10-15 minutes he can complete the filing of returns.
Okay.
Provided he has all the necessary details in front of him.
The documentation should also be completed.
Yeah. He should have all the necessary details that he needs to feed into my portal, and I basically take the raw data from him and all the calculations on taxation and the best advantage that can be given to as far as the taxation is concerned, I have taken care of to give the benefit to the user. My unique selling point in this, I have accurately covered the VRS and payments, prior year payments, which is, I well say that major of my other competitors' portal does not give an accurate calculation on the same.
At the beginning of the session, sir, you had told us about two domains, that is taxable and tdsevil.com. Can you please brief us about tdsevil.com now?
tdsevil.com, I'll brief you about TDS as a structure of taxation. TDS is to be deducted on all payments, which includes salary, interest, or rent, or any other. There's a limits provided, and the same is to be deducted every month. And by 5th of the month, next month, you have to pay the amount of TDS deducted to the government treasury, and every quarter one is supposed to file the returns, TDS returns. For non-deduction of TDS on any expenses that you incur, the department says that those expenses will be disallowed. So, like your profitability will enhance. So, TDS is a liability which one has to collect and pay on behalf of any payments that you are making to any contractors, even for other payments, interest payments and all. While moving on to the banking system, I found that because of advancement of banking, wherein net banking and ATMs have been brought in at every banks. So because of this, though I maybe have only an account with any of the bank branch, but my data of my records are with the central banking, core banking system. And TDS returns have to be filed per branch because PAN number is there for every branch. Unlike in income tax, there is one single PAN number for an entity. In TDS, there are multiple PAN numbers based on the branch and location. Okay, so there are those many number of returns to be filed that are based on that number of branches. Okay, being that and right away in the market, I have found that there are no existing softwares which were supporting a core banking system to file the returns. I have created a domain tdsevil.com wherein particularly the banks, government bodies, institutions having multiple branches and locations can look at my portal to file the TDS returns, wherein from the core banking they have to generate an Excel or TXT or CSV file, submit it to my domain. I put in all those validations given by NSDL, which includes about 615 validations, and I will put forward if there are any errors, error messages, I'll show it to them, which they'll have to rectify. Even there are I have all the calculations based on if the PAN is available or not available, and once the errors are rectified, they can just proceed to pay the challan or confirm the challan payments, validate the challan payments, and proceed to generate the TXT file, which I have again done it in a automated way. Just click of a button, the FUV is generated, and the next click, the returns will be submitted online with an API call from NSDL.
Thank you, Mr. Ruia, for giving us your valuable time.
Thank you.